The news story today is about ICE finding people when they don't carry their identification. And somebody from, I think, Chicago got fined $130 because they didn't carry their paperwork with them. They said they're a resident. They say they're a citizen. ICE says, who are you? Don't have it. And eventually got fined for it. Is that okay? This happened to one of our clients just, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
It wasn't even at an international airport.
It was in Dallas, Texas. So she was basically flying from Dallas to LA, and she had filed her I-130 I-45 application, but she was a J1 overstay, so she technically didn't have any status. And then essentially as she was returning, the CBP officer was asking her for her passport along with her visa, which she didn't have. She was basically trying to avoid because she didn't have anything.
So what did she say?
She was just like, well, do you need my visa? Or I thought you just needed my passport. So it was kind of like this dance with back and forth with her trying to avoid the question, essentially.
It was her and her husband?
Her and her husband, yeah.
So J1 overseas, she was an international trainer. She got the visa. She came to the US and then got married and filed for adjustment of status. She would be able to get the green card. We are in the process of getting her the green card, just a few more weeks, and then she actually got the green card. But during that window between getting her green card and not getting her green card, stopped by CBP officer and was questioned about their status. And because she didn't carry the identification, that officer could have fined her, and it could have been a misdemeanor. And so this was so scary that afterwards I did a deep dive to kind of find out exactly where the rules are, what are parameters, who has the authority, who doesn't have the authority, and what are the bases. And it's actually quite interesting. And only very recently we found out somebody in Chicago actually got fined, right? We always hear about the threat, right? We always hear ICE agents, CBP agents, USCIS agent, carry your identification, right? Please carry your identification, or it's a violation of federal law. We've been hearing that for decades now, but I've almost never seen somebody get fined or actually have a conviction because they didn't carry their green card with them or carry their I-94 with them. It is so scary. But luckily nothing happened to our client. They were able to get past, and then they were able to get the green card afterwards. And the thing is, this is the thing that most people don't know, and we don't even really know this. It is a federal law, and it is a misdemeanor. It carries with it a misdemeanor charge. It just, to the best of our knowledge, no one has ever been convicted of a misdemeanor because they did not carry their I-94 with them. They did not carry their green card with them, because ultimately it is a criminal offense. And so the Department of Justice needs to assign this case to a Department of Justice attorney and file a case in federal court to convict them. And that is just not something in the past 10, 20 years attorney generals cared much about. There's so many other big fishes to fry. You're not gonna convict somebody for a misdemeanor because somebody didn't carry their identification. It's on the books, but it's rarely ever used. But how did this Chicago man get fined $130? Because that's not part of the statute. So when you look into it, it's not really part of the statute to be fined. So in this case, it was more like a administrative fine, and then you can appeal that. But it's scary that this is the world that we live in. So it is not really part of the statute to, you didn't carry your identification of your legal status. Okay, therefore, you automatically get this $130 fine or $500 fine or more. It is more so, it's like a civil penalty. It is not part of the statute. And then further diving into it, who can issue this? Who can issue these fines if you don't carry identification? Can California Highway Patrol do it? Can DMV do it? Who has the authority? This is a federal law, so only federal workers can technically do it, right? So TSA agents, ICE agents, of course, CBP agents, USCIS, the consulate, the federal agents, they are authorized to report this to the Department of Justice, and in order for them to issue the conviction, but they can also do civil fines.